vocal health during and after a cold or flu, advice from an international opera singer and voice teacher. Tip number 1 is hydration. By this, I don't just mean drink plenty of water, which is of course important, so drink your water. But also, if you find that you have lots of mucus and phlegm in your throat, I like drinking warm water with lemon and honey. The acid from the lemon will help cut through some of that slime. If you have a dry, scratchy throat, I prefer using warm water with ginger and honey. This will help soothe the throat. Of course, cough drops and lozenges are also very helpful. My favorite is Gelo Revoice. Another way to stay hydrated is by drinking vegetable or bone broth. Both are great for the immune system and are also very soothing to the throat. We also can't forget moisturizing the outside of our body, so if you're having chapped lips, make sure that you're using a lip balm and keep your skin moisturized with lotions and body oils. Sinus decongestion. Of course, there are pills and nose sprays that help with nasal decongestion. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about those. But in this video, I'll give you a couple of other helpful tips. Number 1, steam inhalation. There are machines that you can buy that you can put in a saline water solution and inhale the steam from those. You can also try a nasal irrigation device such as a neti pot. Add in a bit of salt and some of your favorite essential oils. Some of my favorites during the cold and flu season are eucalyptus, peppermint, tea tree, and oregano. Another great way to help with sinus decongestion is lymphatic massage. With a lymphatic drainage massage, we're going to try to start moving some of this congestion out of the sinuses, over the edge of the jaw. This is often a position that gets congested. So make sure that you're moving around the jaw, behind the ear and in front of the ear, and then down the throat. You can tap just above the collarbone, which should engage a swallowing. Muscle relaxation. Oftentimes when we have a cold and flu, the muscles tense up from coughing and sneezing or from lying in bed or on the couch. Because of this, the muscles will get very tense in the neck, throat, and ribs. We'll start by massaging the muscles of the neck and throat. We'll also stretch out the base of the tongue and move the tongue in all directions, as well as stretching and moving the ribs. You can also add in a bit of yoga, some cat-cow poses, or cobra. Phonation. During the cold or flu, try to avoid coughing as much as possible. When you cough, the cords will be slamming together, which will cause some swelling. You're also going to want to try to avoid whispering. When you whisper, the vocal cords are actually not coming together, and only air is being pushed through the vocal cords. This will dry out the cords, and you're also training the vocal cords not to close properly. Once you start feeling a bit better and the swelling of the vocal cords is subsided, the first exercises I like to do are lip trills. You'll purse the lips together and blow lightly through the lips. Do this only in the middle of your range. Do not try to go up to the top or bottom of the range at first. You'll hear if there are any skips or jumps in the voice. If this is happening, go very slowly. Don't try to force the voice to produce a sound. We're just wanting to get the cords vibrating and connecting again. I also like to use a small straw. I'll blow through the straw as I hum or sing. You can also put the straw in a bottle of water. This will create a bit of pressure against the straw so that you don't blow too much air. Again, take these exercises very slowly. Don't try to sing full out at the beginning. I'll continue just doing these exercises for a few days after having a cold. Resonance. After working on the phonation for a couple of days, then I'll work to try to open up some of the resonance cavities. Again, I start very slowly. I'm going to create an NG with my tongue. I'll close the lips and puff out the cheeks. Again, only doing this in the middle of my voice, not taking it to any of the extremes. If this works well, I'll add in a closed vowel such as E or U. I prefer to do all of these exercises en glissando at first. This will ensure that the breath is flowing and the cords are vibrating. After the E is working well, I'll open up to E, or the U to the O. Slowly opening the vowel from closed to open. And by opening up the vowel, I'll be opening up the resonance cavities. One of the last things that comes back is the extreme top of my range, as well as the passaggio between the vocal registers. Again, to work on this, I like to use a straw, starting in the chest voice and moving up to head. At first, there might be a bigger break than I'm used to. I'll then try to connect the two registers with an oo vowel. Oh, wah, wah. I'm using the small oo vowel to not use the extremes of the resonance at first. Make sure to like, share, and follow for more vocal health advice, singing technique, and singing exercises. Stay healthy.